Good morning, boys and girls. I am so happy to see you this morning. Thank you for joining me. It is Saturday, April the 10th of 2021, and it is the day after National Unicorn Day. That was yesterday. But since there's really no reason not to celebrate unicorns at least 1 or 2 days a year, I thought we'd read a story that kind of goes with the whole vibe of unicorns. And if you haven't guessed that it was unicorn story time, just check up on top of my head. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our story, and let's get started with story time. Welcome to story time at our store. We're so glad you came to read and explore. Now, open your eyes and turn up those ears, because you never know who or what will appear. Today's story is the long-awaited, fun new story called Itty-Bitty Kitty-Corn. And there she is. Look at her. She is just a cute little thing with her pink fur and her unicorn horn. But she's not your average unicorn, is she? This book was written by Shannon Hale and Leuyen Pham. I hope I said that name right. And you guys might recognize Shannon Hale from the Princess in Black series. She's also the author of that. This book comes to you from Abrams, and we thank them so much for allowing us to read this special story to you this morning. I'm going to go ahead and remove the jacket so I can hold the book. Oh, same image. Oh, look at Kitty-Corn. Let's find out what Itty-Bitty Kitty-Corn is all about. I can turn the page. He thinks she might be a unicorn. A horn sits atop her fuzzy head, pointing up, up to the sky. She feels so perfectly unicorny. Look at me, says Kitty. Look what she sees in the mirror. Do you see a unicorn when you look in the mirror? That's pretty special. You're not a unicorn, Putty Pie, says Parakeet. You're curled up like a cat, Fluffy Fry, says Gecko. Oh, there's always somebody saying something negative. And look, her image changed in the mirror. Well, Kitty stands tall, and she prances on her clawed unicorn hoofs, and she gallops on her eensy weensy unicorn legs. Look at me, says Kitty. You're still not a unicorn, Fuzzy Hiney, says Parakeet. You have a stubby tail, Teeny Tiny, says Gecko. Wow, naysayers. People who just don't say anything positive. Well, Kitty closes her eyes and she concentrates and oh, he says Kitty. No, she's got, look, she went from a little kind of pointy tail to a puffy tail. You're never going to be a unicorn, Funny Foo, says Parakeet. And you meow in your sleep, Miffy Mew, says Gecko. My goodness, says Kitty. Hey, hey, She sticks her pink nose in their ears in case they didn't hear her. Nay, you're a cat, says Parakeet. And that, says Gecko. Well, still Kitty's unicorn heart beats harder. She lifts her front hoof and sweeps her magnificent tail. The sun is low, the shadows are long. At last she looks exactly how she feels. Ha ha! Look at me now, yells Kitty. They're sunbathing. Let's see, look at her now. Here's her shadow. Wonder what's going on with that shadow. What do you guys see? Wow, says Parakeet, astonished. Ooh, says Gecko, impressed. Finally, there's she, thinks Kitty. She does look like a unicorn, doesn't she? Until clop, clop, clop. Gecko points with his fat tip finger. Now that's a unicorn. Oh, poor Kitty. The unicorn brandishes his horn. He sweeps his magnificent tail. He neighs a mighty neigh. And suddenly, Kitty feels no bigger than a ball of lint. They're looking up at the unicorn. She looks a little distressed, our kitty. Flop, flop, flop. Oh, look, the little horn is on the ground. Pardon me, says Unicorn. Squeaks Kitty. I so admire your fuzzy ears and silver whiskers, says Unicorn. You do, says Kitty. And I wondered, Unicorn looks right and then left. Did you know? What? Says Kitty. Did you know? Says Unicorn. Wow, it's really keeping her guessing. Whispering now. What? What? Yells Kitty. Did you know? Says Unicorn. I am corn. Kitty gasps. Her tiny tail twitches with joy. Look at the unicorn's fuzzy ears that look a little like Kitty's. Yes, says Kitty. I see that now. You are a kitty corn. You are a fuzzy, furry, adorable kitty corn. Unicorn nods. I knew that another kitty corn like you would see. Yes, says Kitty. I see you. Oh, look, put her horn back on. Come on. Kitty and Unicorn are both kitty corns. Kitty trots on her soft, teeny paws, and Unicorn pads on his huge golden hooves. They both like to toss their manes and brandish their horns. They both like to scamper after bumblebees and stretch out in a patch of grass. And when the sun is low, their shadows merge till you can no longer tell one from the other. What's that shape that's making? Do you guys know? Tell me in the comments. The and Itty-Bitty Kitty-Corn. What a back end there. Did you enjoy that story? I loved telling you that story. Wow. Who knew that the unicorn was also a kitty corn? It's so great to love who you are and enjoy who you are. It's the people who enjoy who you are. Don't stay around those naysayers. All right, I've got more stories for you next time. And I thank you for joining me on the Storytime Rug this week. I hope to see you next week and with another story. Bye bye.